The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones House of the Dragon update video. In this video, I will let you hear some of the audio from the show Idris Elba does with his wife over on Audible. In one of their upcoming episodes, they sat down with House of the Dragon's writer and co-creators Ryan Condal and George R.R. Martin. Now that the release of House of the Dragon's first season is on the horizon, the show's creators will do a run of interviews to hype up the release of their new show. Unfortunately, they haven't released the full episode yet, but they did release a short soundbite of Ryan and George admitting which one of them actually cares about the fans the most. I'm sure some of you will find this to be very interesting, especially when you consider what George R.R. Martin also said in one of his recent blogs about the Winds of Winter. This was when he gave a lot of fans reasons to believe he no longer cares about them wanting his next book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series. Now, in case some of you don't remember that update from his website, this was when George said, "I look around and I don't know where last year went. I blinked and it was gone. Not a year that I will be mourning much, any more than the year before. Unfortunately, so many of my friends died, as well as celebrities of all sorts. It was a year best forgotten. I did, however, get a lot of work done last year. An enormous amount of work, if I'm being honest. Now, I'm not complaining. I like working, I like writing, editing, and making shows. There is nothing I like better than storytelling. Now, I know, for many of you out there is only one thing that matters. I am sorry for you. They all matter to me. Yes, of course, I am still working on The Winds of Winter. I have stated that 100 times in 100 venues. Having to restate it endlessly is just wearisome. I made a lot of strides on The Winds of Winter in 2020 and less in 2021, but less is not none. The world of Westeros, the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, is my #1 focus and will remain so until that story is told. But Westeros has become bigger than The Winds of Winter or even A Song of Ice and Fire. Now, there were a lot of fans who saw this as him admitting The Winds of Winter is actually no longer his #1 focus, although he stated the opposite. In fact, some fans even said he sounded bitter, or even annoyed with his fans. Honestly, that is for you to decide. Now, what's interesting about this new interview is, Ryan Condal, who is one of the showrunners and co-creators on House of the Dragon, says he cares about the fans more than George. The reason why this is interesting because George does not correct him, which makes me think he agrees with what Ryan said. Now, this is good news for House of the Dragon fans because I think this continues to show that Ryan honestly does want to get things right by delivering a great show. However, if you're a George R.R. Martin fan, you might see this as more evidence that he is growing resentful with at least a certain section of his fandom. Now, I myself won't go that far, but I can also certainly understand if you do. Let me just show you what he said, then you can decide for yourself. This might be another one of those instances where some of us will overanalyze something he did or didn't say. You be the judge.
Who cares about the fans the most?
I think I do at this moment.
Do you?
I think it has,
really?
that has to be me because I feel like George already has his fans, and the fans of the book are numerous and strong. It's it's our job, Miguel and my job, to create a fitting successor show that keeps them happy.
That is a lot of pressure, actually.
Yeah, I talked earlier about the relationship in comic fandom and science fiction fandom, and I love the fans, although I do think Twitter and the internet and social media has brought out a viciousness that I never saw in the old days.
Oh, yeah.
And the love and hate are very close. And particularly with
Hot passion.
something like comic books or any established franchises. And I think you probably actually can speak to this the controversy about James Bond that is going on for you. And also before that, the Dark Tower. I suspect Stephen King fans were vocal about that. And I get, Winds of Winter, the sixth book is late. And I can get 100 good comments, but there's still going to be a few fans out there who are going to remind me of it, on my blog or whatever, and I say, Happy Thanksgiving, and they say, never mind, Happy Thanksgiving, where's the book?
I just want to say I'm very sorry for that Thanksgiving post, George. I'm a big fan. I just really want to read the book.